Hi, you guys. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. I hope that you all are doing well today. Hopefully, you're taking some time out to just, you know, gather yourself and to reflect on some things and just to, um, get yourself together. Um, so, today's word is about how someone treats you is a reflection of themselves. So I feel as though God really gave me this word because He knew that this was something that I had struggled with since I was a young child. I mean, going back to the age of 8 and 9, I really struggled with how people treated me and just how they were just in general. It really took me a long time to understand that it really wasn't me, but it was them. Um, Projecting their own feelings and emotions of themselves onto me, um, in those type of ways and situations. So that really put a toll on, you know, how I felt, first off about myself, and also how I felt about, other people, feeling like something was wrong with me, and, feeling like, I was a burden to people, those type of things, that I had felt. But learning this, growing up, learning that, how someone treats you is a reflection of themselves. So, the first scripture I have for this is Luke 6:45, the NIV version, and it says, "A good man brings good things out of the good stored up in his heart, and the evil man brings things out of the evil stored up in his heart. For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of." So, a person, if they display, hurt, pain, confusion, chaos, that will be an indication of, what is in their heart. You know, um, a lot of times people tell us, what's in their heart, but we disregard the warning signs, or we disregard what they are displaying and what they are conveying to us, because we want to see them in a different light. So, if you are always with the person and they're always gossiping, and causing confusion and division in people's homes, families, friendships, businesses, whatever, just that person, that's always calling and saying, this and this happened, so and this and that, they got all the tea and then some, you know, people that are always, messy and in people's businesses, um, always starting something. You know what I mean? Every time something happens, they're always in the middle of it. Or every time, something gets said, they're the main source from it. Those type of things. Or just a person that is just chaotic in general. And it's like, how do you have so many problems in just one day? How do you have so many problems in a week? Um, and you just feel like it's overwhelming and it's overbearing just to be around them, because it's like every situation they turn into a chaotic situation, and you feel like, sometimes you may feel like it doesn't even have to be chaotic, but it's just the way that they operate. It is chaotic and, out of order and just dysfunctional. So you just feel like, you know I cannot understand, why do you have so much chaos, and why are you operating that way. So those are just some examples of getting an understanding of, for when people act like that, or even just being angry. Someone, you come across someone that's angry or just irritated at the moment, or depressed or anxious, whatever it is, that's letting you know what's in their heart. So when they speak, they're going to begin to speak off that emotion that they are feeling. They will begin to display the emotion that they have, because that is what is in their heart. So what is ever in the heart, the mouth speaks. Just like when we get into arguments and conversations with others, sometimes people say things that we didn't know that how they felt, or getting in an argument, and people say things out of anger, but at that time that was in their heart, and that's how they feel. So getting an understanding of, how someone treats you, is a reflection of themselves and how they're feeling. And also, to be more specific, if you're being mistreated, abused and misled by someone, and you're trying to figure out, Jesus, if I'm doing something wrong, and you're doing everything that you can to fix the situation and to go forth, um, it's not you per se. 9 times out of 10, or many times, it's not you, but it is the other person. If you are the person that is always, trying to put things back together, always trying to fix a situation, and always trying to be the mediator of things, and you feel like you keep getting the short end of the stick, or just simply you're just being you, and you just keep getting attacked, or people treat you a certain way, good or bad, that lets you know what I mean, how someone treats you is a reflection of themselves. So whatever is in their heart, they are going to display onto you, whether it is good or whether it is bad. So this gives you an indication when you're talking to someone and they begin to be negative, they begin to be irritated, agitated, whatever it is, that lets you know, okay, I know where this person is right now, in their heart. I know what they're feeling. So eventually they're going to begin to speak that out of their mouth, because what is in the heart, the mouth speaks. So take this and get an understanding, because people say, I didn't know this and I didn't know that. We have to get into a place where we are understanding and we are listening to what people are saying. People can tell us more about themselves if we just sit back and listen. Just get the tone of the conversation and the way someone is speaking, when you get on the phone or whenever you're around people or whatever it is. It will give you clarity and understanding, first off, where the person's head is at. Second off, where the person's heart is at, like meaning what is in their heart. So that gives you a clear understanding and the wisdom to know if you're going to talk about something now, or you're going to talk about something later, or even to tell a person a thing, in the appropriate timing type of things. So remember this, as you are going forward, and don't take it personal. This is something that I had to really learn, and it was extremely hard. That, most of the time it's not you, it's just the person and what they are going through. So don't let that get you down. If you're talking to someone, they're always like catching an attitude and all this and all that, and they're just negative or angry, and whatever emotion that they may have, and they're displaying it onto you, do not take it personal. You know what I mean? If you know you have not done anything wrong, and you're doing the best that you can, and you're doing more than what you should be doing, um, count it to them. You know what I mean? It's them, it's not you. And don't let that get you into a place of you feeling sad, and then now you don't want to do this and you don't want to do that. You have to continue to go forth. And remember, I've said before, when someone spits out something negative, we have to go back and we have to hit it with the positive. So if someone's being negative or displaying an emotion that is unhealthy, we have to re-hit it with something positive. We are to speak life into the person, or sometimes we are to be quiet, but we speak life into the person and we move on. Or we know that we have to disconnect ourselves from these type of people, because we know that as soon as we get around them, this is all they're going to talk about. This is all they're going to do. This is all they're going to say. This is all that they are about right now. This is their main focus. You know what I mean? You can't really talk to them about anything else. So by you understanding this, how someone treats you is a reflection of what's in their heart. This gives you a clear understanding of what a person, or who a person is about, or what a person is about. So this tells you right here, listen. So we have to listen. That's all we have to do. And that'll let you know if you should continue on, with the friendship, of the person, relationship, business partner, whatever it is. This gives you a clear indication of what you need to be doing and what it pretty much tells you how to deal with the person, if that makes sense. Because what is in their heart, is going to let you know what you can tell the person or what you cannot tell the person, or how you need to talk to the person, um, and of things that you need to adjust to approach this person in a proper way, um, so that they're able to understand you, or maybe even to approach the person in a way that feels non-threatening to them. So it's just many different levels of this message that I can get into and to break down of how someone treats you is a reflection of themselves. But the simplest term is, if someone's always coming at you, bashing at you, or always talking about other people, they're gossiping, they're lying on folks, they're stealing from you, whatever they're doing, if they're projecting these certain emotions onto you, you know what I mean? It's a reflection of themselves. And sometimes we forget that, it could be those people that act like, they're all this, they're all that. They're probably always talking about you or always trying to put you down, or every time you try to do better for yourself, they're always trying to say, oh, you think you this, or you think you that, or you trying to do this, or you trying to do that. And, them could be the most people that feel like crap inside. They're not happy at home. They're not happy, with the life that they have. They're not happy with the decisions that they have. And you know what I mean? They could be, very depressed inside and feel like, you were doing better than them, but you may have less than them. And they feel some type of way. So that's like showing you another example of, just because someone looks put together on the outside, or they may talk a good game, or they may seem like they have it all together, that's not always true. And it shows you, you know what I mean, how a person talks and treats you and others. It tells you what is in their heart. A person can have all these materialistic things and look very nice and put together, and but on the inside they can be broken. They can be, just have so much hate in their heart. They can just be such a negative person, such a dark person. And we can't figure out, why they treat you a certain way. It's because that's what's in their heart. We, a lot of times, how we see a person confuses us versus how they treat us. So we can meet a person that looks very nice on the outside, they do this, they do that, everything is great, but the way they treat us makes us feel some type of way. And sometimes it has us questioning, like, well, they do this and they do that, and they said this, but they said that. And it gets you sometimes into a place of confusion, to where you're looking at yourself like, am I tripping, or am I imagining things, or you know what I mean, am I just making things up? And it's like, no, whatever is in that person's heart that they're conveying to you, that is truthful. That is what they're saying. They can be saying, I've done this, I've done that, I'm such a great person. And they can say all these things, but what they're saying out their mouth is contrary to what they are telling you, that they are doing, versus what is coming out of their mouth when situations are happening, or just the way they are treating you in situations is opposite. You go by what they are showing you. You don't go by what they are saying, because people can talk all day. People can take words, make them look fancy, make them sound good. They can do a lot of things with words, you know what I mean, and make you think a lot of things. But the true thing is, how a person treats you is a reflection of themselves, and how they treat others. If you just sit back and pay attention and watch that, that will give you understanding of who a person really is and where they are in their life and at that time right there, so that you know where they are, so you know how to meet them when you are in their presence, or if you are doing anything with them, you know how to speak with them and what to say and what not to say, because what is in their heart, it is speaking. So with that being said, I hope that, encourages you guys, and hopefully, that helps someone that may have been through that similar situation that I have been through at such a young age. And it took me years to understand that you still go through the emotions of people um, treating you a certain way, um, and you're feeling like it's you, but it's really not. It's the other people. Other people hurt. That's why they say hurt people, um, because their emotions and actions are spilling onto other people. So I just encourage you to just think about, you know it's not you, it's them. And we are to pray for them, no matter how bad they've hurt us, or no matter how bad they have um, uh, done things to us, or, whatever it is. We always have to remember, you know what I mean? It is better to allow God to um, vindicate you and deal with the situation versus us trying to deal with it. And it's much easier to just leave it on the altar to allow God to do what He's going to do, so He can fix us and make us whole, so that we can continue to live our lives. Because, us being worried about something someone did or how they treated us, um, and they can just be living their life worried about something else, and they probably don't even remember what they did to you. You're staying up at night saying, this person did this person did that, and they're worried about something else. They have forgot about what they even did. They don't know. So you know what I mean? So just try not to dwell on that, easier said than done, but continue to go forth, shake the dust off your feet and say, you know what, I'm going to keep moving. I'm not going to allow the actions and the opinions of others to affect me. But yes, you are to um, teach people how to respect you, and how you want to be respected, and also show that same respect and those type of things. We know that taking the high road, in God, we're always going to win no matter what the situation is. So that's it. That's all. So going forward, keep that in mind. Stay positive, stay encouraged, and please continue to elevate in your mind, and elevate in your thinking, and elevate in the things that you are doing. If you did something last week, try to do something different this week. Find something to elevate your mind. You know what I mean? Find something to be consistent at, meaning, taking some time out for yourself to just, relax and unwind. And I keep saying that because we know that stress can cause our bodies to break down, in many ways that we may not even know or even understand. It affects us so bad that sometimes that our body just shuts down. That's just what it is. And sometimes we have been operating in a level of stressful activities and behaviors, or just being in life, period. um, we don't know when to slow down. So we have to take time for ourselves, or our body will make us take time. Okay? So find something to nurture your body today. Whether it's more water, maybe if it's a little bit better of eating a food, instead of that burger or them wings and them French fries, let's get you a salad. Let's get you some vegetables. You know what I mean? Let's substitute that bag of chips, them candy bars. Let's go get you something better. You know what I mean? Just change it up a little bit, so that you are getting a different effect in your body, because we know a lot of things plays factors in, our bodies. And I'm just saying, just do your part where you can, and just do the best that you can, because when you eat better, you feel better. And when you eat better, with the word, you feel better spiritually. When you eat better with food, physically, you feel better physically. So keep that in mind. You want to feed your brain, the word, to renew your mind daily. We have to do that physically as well. Our mind and our body got to line up. We got to be on one accord. So Let's feed it something new, something better. Instead of that soda, let's get you some water. For every soda, let's drink a water. For every juice, let's drink a water. Or for every chip bag or candy bar, let's drink some water instead of some soda with it. Just little things like that to help us to um, make a step towards something better. You know what I mean? So let's clean ourselves up as we're going into, these next few months and following into the new year. Let's step it up a little bit and let's do better. Okay? I love you guys. Take care until next time.